correctly. Mr. Wright, your answer. There is a...
Hello everybody, welcome back to Phoenix Wright. I'm Where the People Are, and I'm Malujek.
I'm Taylor, and when we last left off, we were missing something vital, to some degree.
Some degree.
Yeah, Mr. Wright, your answer.
My answer is no.
Because I think, oh man, there's gotta be some concrete evidence between the boy and the death of the evil magistrate actor.
Is probably.
We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight?
He either couldn't watch it, or he was watching something else, or show evidence. Hold on, do I have evidence to show, or...
Wait. Does this work?
He couldn't watch it because he didn't see the murder happen.
Or, this is a little out there, but what if show evidence and then camera, and maybe it's that he went to get his camera and he dropped it?
Your Honor, I have evidence.
Evidence?
Evidence! Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight?
Camera.
Here's my proof.
Is that the camera?
The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Jesus, you were right! Yeah.
It only took me 11-6 years. Come on. Sorry.
Did you read that?
Yes, I'm aware of that.
He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation.
I'm aware of that too.
He fucked up, you judge!
He freaked up!
Correct! Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at that critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. What's that?
You got these are important lines. You got to just read from the gut a little
because
bit.
He was looking at his camera! Your Honor, he fucked up.
It's moments like this you have to trust the compressor to compress.
He was trying to take a picture! Why?
But hey! I have a pill for a mouth.
Yeah, it is kind of a pill.
Anyone need some ibuprofen?
Bullseye! I bet I could hit that pill with a fucking dart. That would be a bullseye. Because you're saying bullseye. Because the pill would be a bullseye. Okay,
bingo, bango. What's your problem, Pops? Anything for picking on little kids?
Kid, figure out how to unsheath your fucking sword and then you can try to talk shit. But like, you look like a tool right now. Pressing, not picking.
Good job, Phoenix. Phoenix! Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there's no way he could just stand there watching his hero without taking a picture. Yes, I see. I feel like that was the one little bit that I was missing. It's like, yeah. Right. It's not that he like missed it somehow. It's that he was fiddling with his camera to take the picture.
Exactly. Right, Cody. There was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. And that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the
fast draw
fight.
Skill.
Correct? What's that?
You didn't have the fast draw skill camera?
Yeah.
I don't know how to read that.
I don't either. Yeah, just grunts, I guess. Just a series of grunts. I mean, it does look like that's what he's doing. Like, if there was audio, it really feels like he'd just be going...
Just pouting.
Mm,
It's just pouting sounds, yeah.
yeah.
Yep. Well, Phoenix? Tell you anything, he's hiding more than that. Extra! Have him testify again.
Right. Mia means business. Your Honor?
I have an extra pocket for business.
I have an extra pocket for... Your Honor, my assistant has an extra pocket for business.
Overruled.
The defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more.
Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? About why you didn't take a picture of the fight?
Welcome to the real world, kid. Phoenix Wright is so done with this child, like, he is ready to put this kid in juvie if he is somehow responsible.
Edit in a Megamind into that picture, except it still says no photo. There's a dog downstairs that is barking, I'm sorry.
No worries, I like dogs.
Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped the clutches of the villain.
Stop calling me Pops, I ain't your Pops, I'm a fucking lawyer, I don't even have kids.
So I held up my camera to take a picture, and then this dog started barking. Dark? But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep.
Oh, is it?
Gotta make sure my door is closed. Yeah. That's that's an associate's dog that is over at our house right now.
They sound excited.
Hold on, I'm gonna go. Oh, okay, yeah, they're also downstairs. So the dog's barking and they're also there. That means the dog's barking at something unrelated. Sorry.
Right on.
Oh, I see this floor is made of Things strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright?
It's made of mahogany. I'm not sure.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, the feed on your end like glitched out for a second. There we go.
Oh, weird. But I'd like to proceed with.
You didn't read the line though. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I did. I read the previous
I
line.
keep interrupting. I'm sorry.
Line. Fuck.
Read more.
I'm at maximum readage.
I'm at maximum readage.
But I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. No photo? Steel Samurai just escaped from the clutches of the villain, so I held up the camera to take a picture. I wish I missed it, that's all that happened, yup. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony?
There has to be something. Now, we still don't know, we don't still have a confirmation of, because here's the thing, is that, remember, from what we know, someone presumably dressed as a Steel Samurai attacked the actor in the Evil Magistrate costume. But the thing that's missing here is that the kid still hasn't actually mentioned that it was the Evil Magistrate attacking the Steel Samurai. He was, like, vague about it. Which means that it probably wasn't an Evil Magistrate, because then he would just say it.
No, the Magistrate had to have fallen on that weird spiky thing that we found outside the studio.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what happened, but it still has a deeper layer of
like
okay,
how it
what the
led
heck,
to
like
there, like what led to that, I don't know.
Yeah, and who was actually...
It was definitely like that fucking scene in The Boys when fucking Butcher fell. Spoilers if y'all haven't read this. What, 20-year-old comic? I don't know.
You were
It's
so
fucking
vague
old.
that I'm like, yes, that. You know that time with the places and the thing.
I know, that's what I always immediately think of whenever I see shit like that, because it was a very
Remember
iconic.
that time when there was a scene transition where someone just knocks Ethan Winters
Look,
like through something?
Look, man.
Yeah, that narrows it down.
Look, man, what I'm saying is, if you know the boy story, then you know what scene I'm talking about. Anyway.
Secrets within secrets. Take up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about. He's
Secrets-
all about that Steel Samurai life.
Secrets in my eyes. The Steel Samurai
So, yeah.
just escaped.
I would say, yeah, press him on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna. So you did see the beginning of the fight. Ah, what? I did not click on that.
Yeah.
Did you notice anything unusual?
Well, I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange. Like his legs are too short for his pants.
Moving.
Which will never be mentioned in this whole chapter.
Yeah, nobody fucking says any. Is it a style thing? Are they supposed to be like that?
I
Or
don't
is
think
it...
they're supposed to be dragging on the ground, no.
Like, is it something that everyone is already aware of, and it's just been like a problem for him for a while, and they just never fucking did anything about it, and that's why no one talks about it?
I like to imagine that there was just something removed from the... What's the word? I honestly, yeah, I think I mentioned this at various times before, that, like, my theory is that it was originally going to be a clue, and then they forgot to, like, they either forgot to add it or didn't get around to adding it before they released the game. And so the sprite displays someone who is too short to be wearing the pants, but they never point it out.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. Ah,
I think which, like, at the end of the day, like, it has me going like, okay, well, it had to be someone other than the Steel Samurai, which means that maybe the someone dressed as a Steel Samurai did attack the evil magistrate, but, like, it was someone else, which would have been, like, a good cover, because the Steel Samurai has, like, a whole mask and everything.
Yeah. Would have just been someone shorter. Moving.
Oh, and we still
strangely.
haven't brought up the evidence of the sleeping pills.
Oh, fuck, you're right. That's gonna come into play at some point. Moving strangely? So, and then press
So
the
I held
button.
up my camera to take a picture. He's just interrupted while he's re-saying the sentence.
So why couldn't you take a picture? He's like...
Why'd you leave your keys up on the table? You wanted to.
You wanted
Any cameras,
to.
it's too many buttons, I couldn't figure it out. It's like the Xbox controller.
It's like
It's got a couple extra buttons that are white and black. No one knows what they're called or what they do.
It's like when you jump from a PS2 to the PS3 the first time, and there's that crossbar, and you're like, there's so much shit to do here, and then you jump to the PS4, and you're like, what are all these apps?
All these apps.
I don't know, man. I don't have a PS5 yet, so I don't know what extra shit a PS5. Yo, if you can you listen to YouTube while playing games on the PS5? Because that's definitely a big thing that was missing from the PS4. Like, y'all wouldn't believe how much YouTube I listen to when I'm playing games like Hollow Knight or Ori.
I want there to be like a YouTube deep dive as to the engineering of the Xbox controller. Specifically the Xbox controller, because, like, I think we can all agree that, like, it just wasn't a very, like, hand compatible shape.
It does not feel like it.
It was just a little too wide, which meant that, and I was like, who is this for? Like, Andre the Giant?
It's the same, like, it's not as bad as when the Nintendo 64 was like, yo, what if we had 3 handles? Like, you know, it's more gamer than 2 handles, 3 handles.
It has 3 handles because there was, like, an experimental, like, what's the word? Like a Mesozoic phase.
You have 2 hands, what the fuck do you need? Like, when I held a 64
it's if you were using a
controller
different control scheme.
Like, when I held a control and 64 controller the first time, I think I was told that you had to hold it, like, on the middle handle and the left handle. I was like, what the fuck kind of bullshit is this? This is so confusing, I don't understand. I'm like, 8!
It was kind of a neat design for, like, if you wanted to, like, if you wanted to use more like, buttons or styles, and I like the concept of the hardware, but nowadays, like you look at something like the PS5 controller, where like you have all these buttons that are so miniaturized that you have like trigger sensitivity and the R3 and L3 buttons that are built into the toggle sticks. Like you have so many buttons that you can use that like that I don't know.
It's one thing that you
control
can't.
schemes have gotten more compact as well.
One thing I find frustrating that you can't really replicate with mouse and keyboard is like the toggle, which is why I'm glad to have a controller that I can use on my PC, because it's nice to have that toggle on some games.
I feel like we're eventually going to reach a level of enlightenment where you'll have like a control stick in the left hand and a mouse in the other. Because think about it, like all the games that you can walk around in, you're like, oh, I like being able to control my precise speed and movement speed or camera speed with this stick. But also,
I think
the
they're
mouse,
actually...
everyone's like, oh, well, the mouse is more precise. You didn't let me finish my sentence.
Sorry.
That people often say that, like, oh, well, the mouse is like more precise than on like consoles or whatever, and I'm like, well, then why not use that for consoles?
Well, I was trying to interrupt you because I was trying to say that I think they do have that already. Like, I don't know how like good it is, or how like affordable it is, or even how well known it is, or if it's catching on at all. But I remember seeing something about like a sort of like thing for your mouse and keyboard where like instead of using the keyboard you have like a thing that you hold with your left hand, and it just has like all the keys on it and with like a joystick as well. So it's just all of the gamer keys you would have with a joystick on it that you can like customize and shit. And it looks like a neat idea, and I hope that that's like the future of PC gaming, because that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, or yeah, I'm just imagining like you plug in like a mouse to the PlayStation controller, just hold the controller in one hand and use the mouse to aim.
That actually was a phase in gaming for a while. They had stuff like that for some of the Nintendo consoles and for I think the PlayStation at one point, probably the Xbox too.
Oh no, you're talking about like two like stick things that are separate but connected with like Bluetooth or whatever.
No, I'm talking about games that had like a straight up mouse pad thing and a mouse that you would plug in.
Oh, interesting.
It didn't catch on. Mouses on consoles was a weird experimental thing that just did not catch on at all for whatever reason.
I hope Nintendo never gets like complacent with its controls, because we got to the Wii and it was like, yo, this is interesting. What are they gonna do next? Like no controller? Like as they keep removing layers or whatever. And then the Wii U came out and it was just the Wii again, and it like bombed. Like people were confused, like consumers were confused as if it was a new console, because it was just so this much similar than the previous one. And they're like, okay, we messed up. Let's try again. The Nintendo Switch. It's like a whole thing, and they're like, yes, that's a real thing. Let's actually buy that.
Yeah. It's funny because like I don't think Switch is weird because it came out in like the last generation, and I don't think it really counts as a current gen console, even though it was. Well, no, because did it launch alongside the PS4 and Xbox, whatever, or was it after they came out? I can't remember if it was between the PS4 and PS5 or if it was like at the same time.
I don't know, but I do hope that it would be really funny if somewhere at Nintendo they're like, hey, just everybody can take more vacation days because our main competitors are Microsoft, which still only has a handful of like of games, really. It has a way more limited selection, and PlayStation, which their biggest, hottest new product is a console that apparently they just didn't make enough of.
Right. I feel like
and
PlayStation.
No one's like making. We're still not seeing that many games that are PS5 exclusive.
I feel like PlayStation has already kind of figured out the perfect like number of controls and like way to use them.
Yeah, and it gets a little refined over time. Where you look at earlier PlayStation controllers, and you're like, oh, okay, like has
Yeah, the
similar
PS1 didn't
bones,
even
but-
have like a joystick function. Are you kidding me? It didn't even have joysticks.
Yeah, and so it is still evolving, but it's like, huh? Why isn't the PlayStation controller that changed that much? And it's like, because human hands haven't changed that much.
Because they
Like, got
already
it in
figured
one.
it out. They already figured
The
it out.
overall
They didn't
shape
need to
is pretty
experiment.
conducive to gaming.
They didn't need to create weird gimmicks, and they got it right. Like Xbox
The
looked at
only
that
thing-
and was like, "What if this, but worse?"
I mean, you could go more advanced. You know how like some bicycles, you can put those like things on the pedals that let you both push the pedal and pull the pedal because it's like a little slipper.
Oh yeah.
What about that, but for the trigger buttons? So you like slip your finger in there, and it's got push and pull. That'd be really weird, and probably hard to clean. But that'd be neat.
Yeah. That's the next step in gaming evolution.
I've mentioned this every once in a while when we're talking about video games that like it still baffles me that the PlayStation trigger sensitivity, like it's got like a zillion layers of like pressitude of how hard you're pressing on the trigger, and only a handful of games, like even like really big name games, like used that in any way, which is wild. I assume they didn't use that full functionality because they would be ported to other consoles, and they wouldn't be sure if other consoles would be compatible with that.
Yeah.
But it's still wild to me that it's like the only like example I can think of off the top of my head was Little Nightmares, but like because if you held the trigger button lightly, you would like slightly crouch. Which was really funny because it wasn't like a mechanic of the game. I was like, wait, hold on. This is the one game that remembered that PlayStation has like a variable amount of trigger. Like, there's still controls in the PlayStation that we're not using. It's kind of like letters that you don't pronounce in English.
Yeah. Speaking of English, what is up with us not having like a proper ZH sound like incorporated into our language in any way? That's very frustrating. It's such a satisfying sound, and it just
we're missing
does not exist
the
in our
ja
language.
sounds, a lot of the ja sounds, and we also don't have what's called an alveolar trill, which is a ra.
Oh, I love that. Ra.
Yeah, a ra. Like a Spanish phone is ringing. But like. And it's funny because it's in a lot of languages. And speaking of that, if I ever got the chance to interview Yuri Lowenthal, I need to ask him that in his role as Sasuke for Naruto, why was he the only character who pronounces Naruto with an alveolar trill? Like, everyone says Naruto, except for Sasuke, who says Naruto. Like, he pronounces it, like, slightly more correctly than all the other characters.
It's funny, because I was kind of a bit of a snob when it came to, like, pronouncing anime things, because of how, like, invested I was in them. So anytime I'd hear anyone go like Naruto, like butcher it horribly, I'd be like, no, absolutely not. You have to pronounce the R with the accent. It's Naruto. That you can't just. It's not Naruto. You can't just come in with that English like sound. There's no ah there.
It makes me wonder if it was like an oversight or if it was a direction that they specifically gave him, or, and this is my current headcanon, that was just like a headcanon of Yuri Lowenthal where he's like, well, the Uchiha clan just pronounces the R's like that, and that's just how they do that.
Yeah, that's just. And you know what's funny? That's only really a thing that we talk about in the dub version, because in Japanese, everybody would be talking like that. There'd be no, oh, Sasuke talks weirdly in this version, because it's all Japanese. It's only a dub thing.
What if in the Japanese dub, he's the only one who pronounces it Naruto?
Oh yeah, it's the opposite. He just goes like really American with it for some reason.
Leans the entirely other way and sounds like vaguely Australian when he says Naruto.
He like says ah instead of ah.
He's got one of them Narutos. We really really went sideways with that one.
Oh my god, how long have we been ranting? We have a game to play.
I really tried. I got distracted talking about Naruto again.
Oh my god. Wow, we went off on a tangent there. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, it was just tangents on tangents because I was like, oh, yo, you know what that reminds me of? Yuri Lowenthal.
Your chances of running into a Yuri Lowenthal reference in our streams are low, but they're never zero.
They're never zero. He's always out there somewhere.
He's always out there. He's like Shakti.
That's horrific. Oh, I remember that from our our last episode. I just love that where it's just like, yeah, Shakti is like the Yuri Lowenthal of Jedi. Like your chances of running into are low, but they're never zero.
They're never zero.
Nobody ever confirmed that I died. Since no one confirmed that I died after Order 66, I could be anywhere.
Yep. When the lens opened, what did you see?
Well, a person on the ground. The Steel Samurai.
That's all that happened, huh? I don't believe you. That's all. Why does that pause again? I did not press the... Why does that keep happening?
Sir?
That's all?
Check it again.
Damn it.
And let me check the audio real quick.
Checking the audio. Checking the audio. Checking the audio. Checking the...
I'm a little loud. You turn me down a little bit.
I will turn you down a smidge. Give me a minute. Doo-doo-doo.
How's
that better?
Get this back up. If you turned it down, then it'll be better. Yeah, I told you. I didn't take a picture. Not even a single picture.
Not one single picture. He has buttons on his sleeves. What are they for? What the fuck?
No, that's normal for if you got like a nice suit.
I mean, yeah, I've seen them, but like, they're weird. I would have once I got the lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? Press some hot. That's weird. Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something.
Editor, instead of the editor add in this, it's just Phoenix Wright like rubbing his chin, and it's got like the like press doubt truth.
Press them harder. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody! Listen up, Cody Hackins! I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture!
Hey!
My mouth is a pill again!
Ibuprofen.
Bullseye!
How did you know?
Because I'm a lawyer! I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. If I was a grown-up interrogating a kid and I was on a roll with them, I would definitely make him think I just had the superpower to detect lies.
Well...
This feels great.
Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody. I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them.
How can I pick holes in such a short testimony?
Does he have, man, if we had like a number of shots in the camera roll, no, it's a digital camera, so not camera roll, but dang it, there has to be something. Pick up the dirt, Phoenix. Ah, of course, present him with the shovel.
With the shovel knight, a knight of shovels. With
the shovel, they can dig it all. I can't remember if that was like an official parody or if that's just something that like a friend said in high school or middle school that like I thought was really funny.
It really could be either. He said he took some pictures. Contains I pressed him on this before already.
Yeah.
Did you notice anything unusual?
Yeah, there's some pants that were walking around on their own. That was pretty unusual.
It's just the first episode of Jimmy Neutron.
I really want on my list of YouTube hoops I want to do is just the walking around pants episode from Jimmy Neutron, and then Steven Universe pops up and goes, "That's unusual."
That's unusual.
It's like one of my favorite. Yeah, one of my favorite like gags is just the understatement of like pants walking around on their own and just that's
unusual. That's like one of my favorite
I feel like I
lines.
kind of forgot about the possessable pants technology.
Yeah, the nano machine.
It's just on a list of like things that traumatized Steven that in the early seasons that we just kind of forget about.
Oh, you mean in Steven Universe? Yeah, that's just that was. I don't even remember why or how that happened.
There were these like weird like gem fragment things that would that could possess clothing.
Oh yeah. No.
Supposedly, so I'm guessing that that it would work like a Full Metal Alchemist situation. You throw them in some armor and it possess the armor.
Probably. No, like Steven Universe Future had a lot of I don't know if I'd say a lot of issues. I don't know if I would even say it had issues. I'd say it was lacking. I'd say I wanted more from it. But one thing that I absolutely do love is just that moment of Steven Universe. I don't know why I felt the need to call him by his entire name there just now. But that moment where Steven is like, I think he's talking to Connie's mom, talking about all the crazy messed up shit that has happened to him. And like throughout all of the stuff he's saying, you can see his face changing and he's like slowly realizing that like, wow, I've never talked about any of this before to anyone, and it kind of fucked me up a lot, and I never really thought about it.
It also felt like it's not what I would have set up in the first place, but it was a good like course correction where they're like, hey, what if like we dealt with like Steven and his trauma, and then they realized like, oh well, we can dive into that because you know all the stuff that we set up and just kind of forgot about in like the early episodes, like Cat Steven's just horrifying.
Yeah, that I don't
reason.
even want to think about fucking Cat Steven. That shit terrifies me. No, it's
not
just
to be confused with the cat that is named, I think, Cat Steven or whatever, like Garnet, who is a plot point that I basically forgot about because I think everyone kind of forgot about that.
Yeah, it's just that it's unironically that moment in DBZ Abridged where Gohan's like on Namek examining his life up until that point and is like, I've seen more people die than most people my age probably. I've been going through a lot of shit. I should probably talk to a therapist at some point. I don't have any friends my own age.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on.
Did we press him on this? Because we should.
Oh no, wait, you erased them?
Yeah.
Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious?
Victorious? I never watched that show.
I was gonna say!
I love how there's like, oh man, sorry, that Quentin reviews thing where he was like, so like iCarly, the characters do like technically age over time and eventually go their separate ways, right? But in Victorious, they're sort of in this like time loop, which means that the crossover between them is extra weird because it's like, if these two are the same universe, then like, are the Victorious cast like in their own like time bubble where they're just always living living in high school and they can never graduate?
Well, okay, but then that brings up the question of were Carly and her crew, like, did they get stuck in the? Did they end up in the time bubble briefly and escape? And if so, how did they get out of it? And why didn't it affect them? How come they're not affected?
Yeah, maybe that episode doesn't count as part of the time bubble.
Don't worry, kid. None of this is canon, but this is pulls out a cannon. No, it's the male bazooka from Death Stranding.
Dude, what if they added that to like in the background of like Steven mentioning all of his traumas, and it's like all these clips of the show, and then it's just
there's this weird guy who kept calling himself Uncle Grandpa,
weird,
and he kept warping
board.
reality for no reason.
Have all your stuff ready?
I have most of it right here. Maybe you'll remember that later. Travis, don't just leave the door open. Travis!
Yes.
Close the door! I'm streaming right now. I'm back at like 9.
But yeah, Uncle Grandpa.
Yeah, where like all the gems are void.
Man, one of my favorite Pearl moments was her freaking out going, "That's not my baby!" I don't know why that moment was so funny.
That was one of my... I remember that being like, oh, this isn't a canon episode, but this is a very canon line.
Yeah, this is a very canon line. This is very true to Pearl's character right
it's like
now.
One of the, I think it's one of the only times where Pearl is like... gets to refer to Steven as like her baby.
Yeah.
Well, you know... Why would I want to keep a picture like that? Oh, I don't know. Evidence!
Evidence? He's becoming less and less cooperative. I better find a clear contradiction soon or some solid evidence. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony? Yeah, dig up the dirt. Okay, what if I showed him the scrapbook? I'm gonna show him the scrapbook, see what happens.
Oh yeah, I think presenting the scrapbook, but make sure it's on the right thing.
I took a few shots, but it was too late, sorry. So, alright, so, present...
Yeah, I'll present it with the scrapbook.
Present scrapbook. Cody!
Codamundi! What?
Code Lyoko!
What if I just planted that seed in people's minds that, like, Cody was short for Codamundi?
Codamundi?
Yeah, like that was the full. They're like
that's
how
his name.
Why, like the North American mammal, the Codamundi.
Man, that sounds like a Star Wars name.
Dude, that does. They have to be a Jedi though, because they have too many syllables to be a normal character.
Oh yeah, this is Master Mundi, Codamundi.
Yeah, as one knows in Star Wars, it's very rare to have more than 3 syllables in your full name, unless you are a Jedi.
Exactly, not to be confused with Kiadi different guy. They're not related.
Yeah, Kiadi and his cousin Cody Mundi. No,
it's like a Cassie Kane, Kate Kane situation where like the names are the same but they're spelled different. They're spelled different.
Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad.
I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day.
What can I say? Oh, right.
What can I say except, huh? Right.
What can I say except, anticlimactic?
It's that flying dead thing. What was it you told me then?
I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow with Sam. Which is tricky because I imagine he just takes a picture like every time he hits.
Yeah.
I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection.
Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album?
Editor, replace Cody with Jerry from Tom and Jerry, like in prism form after he eats the whole block of cheese. Looking very guilty.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'll have to explain that later. There's someone. It was like a clip where he eats like a slice of cheese and becomes like that shape because it's like a giant piece of cheese, and then that like mutated where someone's like, I had this idea where it's a Breaking Bad.
Of course. Tyler, you still there?
What? Yeah, can you hear me?
Just making sure you're still there.
Oh, sorry. Did I break up?
Yeah, no, you
Sorry.
paused dramatically there, and I didn't know if you
Oh.
were pausing dramatically because that was the joke, or if you'd cut off.
It's just, I think I broke up there, but just.
Because I heard Breaking Bad, and then you stopped, and I was like, yes, I get the joke.
Oh, no, I said more after that. Yeah, so, yeah, Jerry in, like, triangular prism form is just very amusing to me.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Wright! Is that a man riding a shrimp? I mean, what exactly is this album?
It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of
Just noticed that
pictures.
the little sketch on it is the Steel Samurai, like little hairdo.
Yeah. He's got the little hair guy, and his face is really funny because it's less heroic and more just like, oh, huh? What's going on?
He looks kind of forlorn.
He's like, what's up, yo? Well, you need something? It's a collection of pictures
That's
of
the face of a man who just put too much trust in a fart.
Yes.
That's the name of my first album.
Yes, the hit album that just went platinum. That's the face of a man who trusted a fart way too much.
No, the album name is Too Much Trust in a Fart.
Too much trust in a fart. Dude, that sounds like it would be an NSP album or something.
Oh man. Danny Sexbang, get back to me on that.
Danny Sexbang, please. That's a collection of
It would be really funny. It'd be really funny if we formed a band, even like temporarily, that was you, me, Danny, Aaron, and Ninja Brian, just so we'd have another extra band that also contains two different bands.
A third band made of the same people and these two weirdos from a small
Extra
Twitch
guy.
channel.
Yeah, just extra people.
Some randos we found.
I think that should be how music works. That like more bands just like have overlapping people who are in multiple bands.
Yeah. That's the future of music.
Oh, sorry, that's your line.
Yes it is. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won.
I see.
Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day? What does the Clone Saga have to say about all this?
Thank you for reminding me. Order! Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? The Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary. I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. I feel like that's one of the longest sentences that... longest and most, like, concrete sentences that the judges had. Like...
Yeah, it's like the most he's contributed to this entire case. To any case.
Yeah. Because, I appreciate, like, when I was a kid, I remember, like, seeing this game over someone's shoulder, and I'm like, is it just me, or, like, the judge asks a lot of, like, a lot of like obvious questions,
Is
and
it-
he does. But I think the issue isn't the questions; is that he should have more various serious sprites. Because if he has like his shocked face when he's asking a question, it implies that he doesn't know the answer, and not that he wants the implication said out loud by the like defense attorney.
Yeah.
He's like, you're implying something, but you have to state it for the court record.
Yeah. Why does this eyebrow look weird? Does the mirror look weird? Like there's like a weird tip in it.
I think it has a wiggle to it.
Hmm.
Editor, replace his eyebrows with like little sharks. Thank you. Why should I date you instead of Asami? But Cora, my eyebrows are sharks, Cora.
My eyebrows are sharks. Come on.
This is the only
you're not
meme
gonna
I
find a
remember
better-
from Legend of Korra.
You're not gonna find a better deal than that, man.
You're not gonna
I'm like, you know that shark guy from Naruto? I'm like that, but like it's my eyebrows instead. My eyebrows are like the cool shark guy from Naruto.
Alright, come on, let me go wrap this up.
Oh, yes we do. Exactly my point, Your Honor. I figured out his hair, by the way. In real life, it wouldn't be that it would be like... cause like before I thought maybe it would be that in a live action setting, his hair would look like that, but on both sides. Now I'm thinking that his hair is like that on both sides, but it like combines in the back into just the one set of spikes. Instead of it being like two sets of spikes going on each side.
I was thinking that it's flat on the back with two sets of spikes, sort of like the fender or the fins on an old-timey car.
That would also make sense.
Yeah, because I think that would be like more aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, probably. No. Wait. No way!
And there's just like bullet holes in the wall. They're like, what? Did someone just start? What was that sound effect? Did someone just start playing paintball in the courtroom?
Yeah, I don't know
Hey,
what
let's
that
get
was.
those paintballers out of here.
Who let the paintballers in here? Get them
Phoenix?
out of here.
I think if we finally discover the truth. And what a truth it is. You got shark breath!
Shark
No one's expecting a Shark Tale reference in 2023.
Shark eyebrows and shark breath. Come on, Cora. Like... Mia,
Alright, so I think I get the
sure
implication
about
here.
this?
I think the kid saw it, took a picture, then realized it was a murder, and deleted the pictures because it freaked him out.
Probably.
And the kid's still sort of like processing that, but yeah.
Probably.
Also, I like the filigrees on the bench behind Mia, but it just feels kind of Call of Cthulhu to me.
I do not know enough about Call of Cthulhu to understand that.
Like, it looks like an ancient script that like an octopus would write, except for the fleur-de-lis in the center there.
Ah, neat. Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually?
Yep, you put too much trust in a fart. Sorry for everyone at home. You know what we have to stream next? Like, I have to stream it at your house next time I'm able. We have to stream Passepartout 2 because I think it'll be really a really good opportunity to put some goofy stuff onto a canvas.
I want you to stream Passepartout, and at some point I want to stream like just all of the Shantae games and Shovel Knight.
I wonder if I could get I think I still have a drawing tablet somewhere around here, and I want to see if that's compatible with Passepartout, because it probably would be if it's based on just clicks.
You're the artist though, so you gotta play that one.
Oh, sorry. Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. I have an extra pocket for thinking.
I have an extra pocket for truth!
Let's get into the joke is getting worn out. I have an extra pocket for worn out jokes. There's just a void in there. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is.
I have an extra pocket for crazy alligator attacks that happen in Florida.
Going down to the convenience store with a baby alligator. Let me guess, you're gonna rob the convenience store with a baby alligator. What? No!
Did he rob the
I'm gonna trade.
I'm gonna trade. Wait, is he trading? Wait, is he trading at the convenience store with an alligator, or is he trading at the convenience store?
No, he's
with
bringing the baby
an
alligator to the convenience store because he figures he can get a 6-pack of beer as an even trade with a baby alligator. Like, he can give a baby alligator and get a 6-pack of beer, which, like, I feel like a baby alligator has a immensely varied price tag depending on who you're giving it to. Like, it has a massive negative value unless you have very specific reasons to have an alligator.
Yeah, you definitely have to know your clients with that one. Like, you gotta know who you're selling this to.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album the day of the murder? I'm gonna.
You didn't read that.
And
last
if you
line.
get this
You didn't
wrong,
read that last line.
I'm gonna hit you with the.
But you didn't read that.
Get
last
this wrong, I'm gonna. Stop, Lujack. Let me finish my joke first.
Okay, finish your joke.
If you get this wrong, I will subtract 2 of your honor points. You'll be sent to the Shadow Realm.
Nah, looks like you're going to the Shadow Realm, penis.
Looks like you're going to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo. I think.
But you didn't read your line. That's why he was interrupting you.
Oh, okay. This was the I would the boy have erased the photos he took. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was thinking it's like, oh, it was the murder or whatever. But no, it's the double twist. The double D twist. The Steel Samurai didn't win.
The Steel Samurai didn't win. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos.
And looking back, I do like how it sort of makes sense, where it's like, oh, because he's like, oh, I take a picture of every Steel Samurai victory. Like, you can imagine the echo.
Yeah.
Just Cody. Yeah, I did say I took a picture of every. I saved a picture of every Steel Samurai victory. If you go into the court record, you see I did not perjure myself.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's technically wasn't a lie. What
No one stand-up comedian his parents were lawyers, so he was very particular about his words.
Yeah, Cody's like 30 years later. Cody's a stand-up comedian talking about his experiences at court as a child, having witnessed a murder. Technically, I didn't commit perjury because that was not a victory shot. It was one where he died.
And this is where I think the twist all comes together. That what if the mystery man in the Steel Samurai outfit was the victim? He was dressed up as a Steel Samurai for some reason, and then killed by someone else, and then he changed his clothes for some reason.
For some reason.
Because it's easier to change the whole guy's clothes and then frame it on the other guy. Yeah.
Probably.
Although that would imply that the you think that'd be easy to figure out if the Steel Samurai outfit had like a hole and a bunch of blood on it.
Good point.
You're like, where's the Steel Samurai outfit? And the executives are like, I don't know.
Why does the Steel Samurai
You must
outfit
have
look
lost
like
it while you were taking a nap.
Why does the outfit look like it's been through a bloody fight or whatever?
You mean the Steel Samurai lost?
Well, Cody.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
right,
the
aren't
thing.
I?
He looks more like aghast or surprised, but his face should be more like that Pixar eyebrow where he's like, really? No, they need you to explain this a little bit.
Yeah. Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai.
No way! No! It's impossible! The Steel Samurai never loses! Never loses to anyone ever!
Your Honor?
Your Honor, I believe he's kicking the podium a little bit.
Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture, the same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose, yet to admit that what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth!
He had shark breath! Oh, that's an old joke. I don't actually know the original You Can't Handle the Truth line.
I don't even
But I do know the one for Shark Tale.
I do know that one.
Just you can handle the truth. You have shark breath.
The truth. You have shark
Order!
breath.
I will have order!
I'll have an order of fries.
I just realized that I have a gavel object that I could make the gavel noise with. That would sound really good, and I keep forgetting to bring it to the stream.
Well, fucking do that.
Give me a second. Hold on. I'll go.
Go get your gavel. Fucking, you had a gavel this whole time? The whole goddamn time.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's see how this sounds on mic. Order!
Nice.
I will have order!
I heard
It sound
it.
the same in the acoustics in my room, but that works.
I heard it. I hope the OBS picked it up, but I definitely heard it. Well, oh no, that's your line.
Oh, sorry. Witness, Cody, is this true? I'll have to remember to use this prop whenever we end a level.
Yeah.
What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. I smell carpet cleaner. Oh, because someone was cleaning the carpet downstairs
That probably
during the
makes
stream,
sense.
which was rude. I have diarrhea. No, I was just joking. No, he's actually sad.
Oh, he's crying. Cody, stop crying, please. You look so ugly. The
The
days...
homies are wavering.
What's that?
The homies are wavering. The homies' morale is low. The homies flee the field of battle. Shameful display.
Shameful display, oh no. That day, you saw the Steel Samurai lose the fight, right?
Yeah, okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. And then he didn't move. Ah!
Now I'm kind of sad.
Order! It's really satisfying. Order! What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim.
Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell!
Oh, sorry. Mr. Wright, what is going on?
Apparently, we have all made a serious error.
An error? Just a comically long pause.
Like, his brain took a minute to process the idea.
I had a little QuickTime event in my head where I'm like, this is the right amount of time where it's just enough to make Lujek worry, but not so much that he thinks that I cut out and there's not gonna be an answer.
No, the dramatic pause was great because it makes sense for Edgeworth, because I can hear it in my head, just him struggling with the concept that every single person on this court could have gotten something wrong. So he's just like, what?
Alright. Hammer is the
You
victim.
didn't read the line. You didn't read the shit.
Sorry, I thought I read that. What's this all about?
Well, you might have been. I
Let's
might
see,
have
we have
forgotten.
Hammer was
But
the
I
victim,
don't-
Steel Samurai was the victim, and there was...
Yeah, Hammer was the victim. He died, but Steel Samurai was the victim. There was no victim.
Yeah,
Steel
it was,
Samurai was the victim.
Dang it, I forgot. There's Will Powers and... Jack Hammer.
Jackhammer, he's the one that died. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim! Don't you see? Jackhammer was the Steel Samurai!
Can I get to? Yeah.
Yeah!
Order! Order! So the Steel Samurai in this photograph, the pants that are way too long. You can't see it now because the text is over it, but you have to take my word for it.
But trust me, they're very
They're saying-
long.
The man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jackhammer.
That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jackhammer was present at the action scene run through that morning. Thus, he obviously
Yeah, we
knew
can
about...
confirm he was one of the few people who would know.
Yeah, that's true. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Powers' foot injury.
But wait! Hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio One already?
That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbig said in the testimony?
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Interesting. Yeah, I would have forgotten about that.
Yeah. Mr. Jackhammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio One, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume.
Then why would the victim do such a thing?
I don't know.
I get it!
What's this?
The guy with the hammer asked the question. No. I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange.
You're a defense attorney, and he's the prosecutor. Oh, that makes so much sense.
Yep. What's the judge looks over? Was that not explained? And then there's court stenographer, just like one sprite that you've just never seen of the court stenographer, and they're just like shrugging. So it was a different person inside the suit. Pops!
Huh? Me? What?
Oh, me? Delightful.
Oh, me? Delightful! Jolly good show!
Going to a court hearing.
Defending a witness! Defending a murder suspect. Oh, what
Good show. Jolly good show.
Jolly good show!
Oh, sorry. Actually, there was one piece of data I saved.
Data.
He's got one of those handles in the katana. Like it's hollow and it has like room for like a poison or like a secret note, but instead he opens it and there's like a little like data. There's like a thumb drive.
I love that moment in Bleach where Ichigo's fighting Ikaku, and Ikaku does have like a little thing inside his hilt that he pops out. But instead of it being like a poison thing for his blade, it's just like an ointment to stop bleeding. It's really funny because he's like, Ichigo cuts him above the eye, and he just takes out this ointment thing out of his hilt and like wipes his eyebrow on it. He's like, you gotta stop the bleeding, man. You can't just ignore it, otherwise it'll like keep going and get in your way and fuck up your fighting. And Ichigo's like, hey, that's fucking bullshit. You have a special ointment. That ain't fair. And he's like, it is too fair. It's called being prepared, moron.
I had it approved by the hero board or whatever before the fight.
Yeah. Data?
Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. Oh wow, I went off character there.
Yeah, you changed
Photo on my
voices there
digital
for
camera.
You've changed voices there for a minute, Cody. You're all right. You're trying out a new character.
I was gonna switch voices for the word digital camera, and then I wavered, and it's not the same.
It's not the
Go
same.
on.
I chickened out. What?
Show us, quick! No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that. No!
I mean, he is a child, and y'all are being very overwhelming right now. This is a lot for him to process.
He's a little afraid. I'll use my tiny gavel.
Dink, dink.
What is it? It's not as loud, but it's just as authoritative.
Yeah, he's just like punk punk.
I don't have a tiny gavel prop for this one. I'm sorry. Here, this is it. Your mother.
Your mother.
Oh, looking at it, it's a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright?
I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. Excuse me.
I'm sorry, this doesn't look like the proof. It doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back. Take it back. Wait, Phoenix.
Mia? What?
Look at the photo once more. Like Phoenix, cut to Phoenix's like sprite, and he's got like those like Benjamin Franklin glasses from National Treasure.
I've never
could have
seen
sworn that there
National
were.
Treasure.
I could have sworn that there were 3 National Treasures. No, there's 1 and there's 2, and they've wanted to make a 3rd one for a while. And Nick Cage himself is like, "Yeah, I want to be in that movie," but they just haven't made it yet.
Man, I need to watch some more Nick Cage movies. I haven't watched like enough Nick Cage movies. I've watched enough to know that I like him, but I need more.
I don't even know where to start. If you haven't seen National Treasure, then you should see National Treasure.
I'll probably watch that at some point. I liked him in Ghost Rider.
Alright.
That's
it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial.
What? Your Honor? May I see that photo once more, please?
Certainly, I don't see why not. It zooms in, there's like a mirror in the background that shows his face, and it's actually Redmond White or whatever. Red White from Blue Corp.
The guy from earlier who's like, oh, what is the title of your personage or whatever?
I don't concern myself with details such as time and place. Oh man, dude, I would love a very smarmy like oiled eyebrows like Patrick Warburton to be red White from
Oh yeah, if they ever made this like, well, I mean, an anime did exist, but he should definitely be voiced by fucking Patrick Warburton.
Yeah. For some reason, I imagined it live action, but like,
oh yeah, live action.
Like, the casting was just all over the place. Where they're like, yeah, we'll just have some Americans, Japanese people. Like, who cares?
Yeah, I actually feel like Patrick Warburton wouldn't look too far off from Ron White if you like gave him the right wig or something. His makeup
sort of just like a May as well situation where it's like, yeah, I just want Patrick Warburton.
Yeah.
Phoenix, show him.
It's
declaring decisive inconsistency with the facts that we know as we know them from in that photo. Alright, let's take a look at it.
Find the inconsistency
in the
photo.
And a 2, and a belt, and the spear.
Wait, is it the spear? Because the spear that we have is broken.
It's in the grass, and the 2, and the hand, and the...
Is it the spear?
The spear.
I think it's here.
You seem to be lacking even more confidence than usual.
I suppose that's because I'm not confident about it at all.
Maybe you want to rethink your case, Mr. Wright.
Yes, please, Your Honor. Alright.
I think it's weird that there's an S on the wall.
S. I think it's here. Like you can, okay, alright.
Hmm. So okay, so hold on, stop moving so much. It's from the bushes. It's like wait, oh no, we can't check the map thing. Feel that, and the pants, and the belt thingy, and the hairdo, and the S, and the sky. No.
The 2?
Studio 2?
Your Honor, look at this. I see.
Look at this photograph!
Oh, that's you. Every time it makes me laugh.
I see agate. It's agate. A gate.
I see an agate. You mean an aglet? No, I mean a gate.
Why would you think I said aglet?
Because agate sounds like aglet.
Aglet would be the nickname for like a gem in Steven Universe that was named agate.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Might I draw your attention to the number on the gate?
Number? Yes, well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2.
Clearly
It's
not.
clearly not a 1. Oh, sorry.
You read my mind, Your Honor.
Ah!
I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at.
You picking up what I'm putting down?
Edgeworth, like, reluctantly, yes, but I wish I didn't
That was a
have
phrase
to.
from, I think it was that short-lived cartoon Squirrel Boy, where the squirrel said that. I remember remembering that, and then I loved that phrase. It's you picking up what I'm putting down.
It's a very good phrase.
But that's impossible. What's all this about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. That's a good line.
Me playing literally any Metal Gear Solid game ever. Kojima, could you please explain your plot to the audience so that we can be
Why is
shocked
this
along with the
Kansas?
rest
But
of
this
the
is
main characters?
Arkansas. I wanted to join the SCP wiki like Reddit or something, and just propose that that one SCP that's like a green goo that like it does a zillion useful things, but it can't be used anywhere because it absolutely cannot be allowed to touch a dead person. And so it's like, oh yeah, it works as a cream that's medicinal, but you know, there's a small chance that someone using it could die, and then it's touching a dead person, so we can't do that. And like, it just goes way out of its way to be like, okay, well, we could do this, we could do that, we could do this other thing, but we can't use it for anything because there's this very small chance that it could eventually touch a dead body, and something very, very bad will happen. And I was like, you think that's just the Death Stranding?
Yeah, you think that's just... Do they just necrotize and explode? Is that what happens?
Yeah, the Death Stranding is caused by a green goo that can't be allowed to touch a dead body, or it'll cause the Death Stranding.
Bunch of green hands come up from the surface and pull them into the ground.
Green ants?
Hands!
Hands, okay.
You know, like how it happened in Death Stranding at the beginning when we saw necrosis happen the first time?
Oh, man. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I read that. Go!
I'll use the studio guide map.
If the lights go down, the projector thing slides down.
Yeah. The body was found here in Studio 1. He's got like one of those long pointer things that like are collapsible. Like if you look here at the first studio.
I mean, look, laser pointers are way better for it. But the collapsible pointer thing is just like funnier in my opinion. Like it's a funnier prop to like take out the whole device, like unflip it, and then just kind of tap something lightly with it.
And then just put it away.
Yeah, it's like those little rakes they use for like war games, and they're like, okay, these units are moving here, and then they have the little extendable rake thing. That has to
and they
gently
just
push
like
it.
move them gently. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It says not. It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo, Your Honor. Here is the true scene of the crime. Show.
You know, I should have put it together that it's like, oh, well, of course, it meant that he was near Studio 2 when he was alive. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, clearly. Here at Studio 2.
I see. I see. I would explain the 2 on the gate of the photo.
Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. The trailer is there, the path was blocked, and no filming is done. No path was blocked!
Oh, no, wait. No, I don't think it was blocked
should I not have picked
yet.
that?
I would
Was
say
it-
no filming was done there.
Oh, you know what? Maybe I should have gone with that. Maybe I'm wrong here. I guess we're about to find out. I definitely jumped the
Looks like
gun
you're
on
going
that
to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo.
one. The path of the trailer was blocked.
So we have heard.
The
Oh,
path
never
was
mind.
blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Oh, yeah, I was right.
Close enough.
Uh,
Yes, I suppose that would be the case.
remember Mr. I forgot his name is Salmonella. Remember Mr.
Salmon.
Remember Mr. Salmon's testimony? That would be
Salmon
his
Run.
nickname, realistically, though. Because, like, that's...
It's short for Salisbury Steaks Manila. I don't know.
Although, allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2!
Ah! Oh, do I get to? Yeah.
As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Thank you for that, Taylor.
I love when I get to bang the hammer thingy. I know it's called the gavel, but
Judges, when
The
do we
hammer
all
thingies?
get hammer thingies?
when do we get hammer
do we
thingies?
get
Because I
hammer
could make
thingies?
some nice stuff, like a table or some chairs.
I like music that goes like la 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 la.
No, just imagine. I like music that goes, "Would you believe your eyes?" He just cuts immediately to an actual song.
I like music that goes like, "This is the greatest show." Now I'm.
I like music that goes, and then it's just like one of those like wake up alarms on your phone, like one of the default ones. Sorry, go on.
I like music that
On
goes
that
and
day.
it's just one of those noise machines that helps you sleep at night. Sorry. Sorry. No, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. Jesus Christ, we've been going for an hour and 17 minutes. We should call it here.
That's so exciting.
During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime.
Order! Order!
The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person sorry, Your Honor, I can't talk right now. The person that the security guard, Miss Oldbeg, saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2.
Objection! This is madness!
No,
Oh,
this is...
No, this is a courtroom!
No, I don't know what this city is called. Are we in Tokyo? Like, this feels very
San
Japanese, but
Francisco.
it feels weirdly American too, or is that just me?
I think it's because I say that it's weirdly American, but only because like you have like shrine girls, and you have regular lawyers, and you have Edgeworth's like old-timey European-looking lawyer, but then you also have like the Detective Gumshoe, who like is just feels very like maybe the localization team just did really well in like giving him that style.
I mean,
But,
Larry also feels weirdly not Japanese too, kind of.
I mean, he doesn't even. I don't recall. He doesn't really have that dark of hair or anything. So like, yeah, he feels like it's just his own guy.
Yeah.
Really. I don't know where he's from. He's from Larryville.
He's from Jerseyville, maybe. I don't know. He's from Sanford, no, he's from Tokyo, Jersey.
He's from ChatGPT. Give me a city name that would be like if New Jersey, but like more like Greenland or something.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Jackhammer is the victim. The victim. Why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder?
Well, no, of course not.
Or do you have proof? Give me the proof that the victim, Jackhammer, stole the costume.
I have proof. Oh, I already said that.
Sleeping meds? Because I would say it's sleeping meds. It's about time we got around to sleeping meds.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna guess.
Because as someone who's taken a variety of different sleeping meds throughout my life, because I have trouble sleeping, here's the thing. I would not take sleeping meds to have like an afternoon nap before like, you know, doing some work. Especially if my job is like a stuntman.
Yeah.
Unless my scene is falling out of bed and into a big like pile of things.
Yeah, just a pile of pillows.
No, I need you to fall out of bed. Cool, done.
Alright, I can do that. That's my job for the day.
Do? One time I was in like a play. One time I was in a play and my role was like I was like a Sleeping Beauty situation. So I was just like sleeping there. And like they used like an actual mattress that they borrowed and everything, so like it was pretty comfy. And so I didn't even like check my phone or whatever between scenes because it was like a moving situation.
Right.
Instead of like checking my phone or whatever, I would just like sort of meditate. I just laid there like with my arms across my chest. I'd be like, I was just like in the zone. I'm so in character right now. You do, Mr. Wright?
Now that they're so surprised, suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jackhammer stole the costume. Oh wait, is it the picture? No, it's the pill.
No, I think it's the sleeping meds.
That's what we're gonna do.
Because there'd be no reason to use that unless someone needed him to be unconscious. Oh, and also that it's empty. I feel like that's a pretty good point that it's also empty.
Yeah.
He just got the dosage wrong to it or something. He's like, let's see here. How much of this do I need to knock out like a 230-pound man?
He just used the entire bottle and somehow Will Powers is still alive because in reality... No.
You think Will Powers is dead? He ain't dead. He's gonna be awake and eat everything in your fridge.
He's gonna be hungry enough. He's gonna wake up hungry enough to eat up everything in your house. No, the twist is that
The chances of a Cat Williams reference are low, but never zero.
This is also true. You gotta have your cereal before the insurgents come in and steal it. Fuck, what was I gonna say?
Empty medicine bottle.
Oh yeah, the twist is that Will Powers is just like also inhumanly durable. So like he was able to take the whole bottle and it just did not matter because he's like the Witcher or whatever. It just doesn't fucking hit him. Like it'll knock him out, but it won't kill him.
But that's one interpretation. But I like the concept like that. These are the type of sleeping pills that are like remarkably safe. Where it's like, it's the Cat Williams bit where it's like, oh, you might think he's dead. He's just gonna sleep for like 13 hours and then get up and be like, what?
It was just a bunch of weed pills. Just a bunch of.
Well, it's the equivalent where it's like if you have too much. I asked my my doctor about this where I was like, hey, so like, I'm worried about not taking enough meds to like really knock me out. But what would happen if I take too much? Like, how do I know it's too much? And he's like, basically, if you took like here, you know how like this is your normal dose. If you took like twice that much, you would just be very sleepy. And I'm like, oh, okay. I thought my heart would stop. No, you would just be very sleepy.
No, you're just tired. You just really
It's
want
not
to
medical
sleep.
advice from me, though. Please, like, be careful with your. Please ask your doctor about what specific meds you're taking. But
Yeah, talk
what
to your
I was
doctor,
thinking, it's just,
people.
like, you really got the. I mean, honestly, the big deal with sleeping meds is just that, like, depending on their half life, is just being really tired in the morning.
Right.
Whoa, sorry, I should not spin the gavel. All right. Empty. Oh, I read that.
I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills.
I found the pills on the table. What table? The table in the in the middle of the employee area. Got it. I took the pills. What pills? The pills in the employee area. What is wrong with you? I keep seeing that little animation of the thing about the putting the packet on the glass. I think it's a Viburnum song, but I've only seen the clip that's animated. Sleeping pills.
The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer.
Oh, I'm gonna have to get this thing again. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it.
Your Honor, I have an idea. Test Powers' blood, fingerprint the bottle, examine Hammer's body. Test Powers' blood. Or no?
Man, it could be. I would say either the first two. It would both be. It could still be in a system, but also. One thing I was like, oh, it could be in a system, and I'm like, yeah, but I keep forgetting this trial is on like its like third day.
Yeah,
You probably shouldn't still have sleeping meds in your system after like 3 days.
Probably not, but we're gonna try anyway.
I don't know how the math works. I'm not a doctor, but the fingerprints might also work. But then again, if I was a forensic person, I'd be like, well, the fingerprints probably don't last for 3 days. But let's forget about that.
It
An idea?
fits.
Continue.
Run a test of Powers' blood. You should find traces of the sleeping pills.
This much time after the day of the murder. Even if there were traces, it still proves nothing. No blood tests could tell that Hammer was the one who drugged him, Mr. Wright.
He's right. Darn. That didn't work. Time to try another idea. Your Honor, I have an idea.
I do wonder in situations like this, it becomes like layers and layers of like implications where it's like, oh well, I could also make the claim that he wouldn't have drugged himself with the sleeping pills or whatever because I don't know, he takes his job seriously, and here's like some stuff to back that up. Like I feel it becomes a character argument at some point.
Yeah. I could see that. If my claim is true, Hammer's fingerprint should show up on this bottle.
I suppose you're right. Very well, the court will take possession of the bottle.
Empty bottle given to the judge.
I read that aloud in my head from his voice. Just, empty bottle given to judge.
Empty
Court
bottle.
will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today.
We should call this here. We've been going for an hour and a half
And
now.
we should probably end the stream. It is very late, and we must get sleepies because we have a big adventure tomorrow.
Big adventures.
Thank you so much for joining us. I've been Taylor.
I've been Luja. I don't know why I have two files. I don't know why I made a second file here. Why did I do that?
And we're the People Orns. And this has been Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, in episode 3, Turnabout Samurai. And now I'm reminding you to take care.
Stay awesome.
Have a beautiful day.
And drink lots of water.
Case adjourned.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.